on a Friday evening to read the Bhagavad-gita. We'll get started momentarily after this brief prayers to the Spiritual Master. Om Ajnanatimidandhasya Jnananjan Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Okay, so dear devotees, which verse are we reading? Which chapter?
9.
Chapter 9, correct, for 500 points. Okay, इसी के साथ वर्षाना माता जी ने अपना खाता खोला 500 points के साथ. Let us get going here. And who is at the door? Vindhyavali. See, I did the right thing, isn't it? Okay, let's wait for her to join with the aplomb.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, Dandavat Pranams, all good. Is to
Hare
see
Krishna. How are you feeling, Mataji?
Okay. Not very active or anything. Mind-wise, I'm active, but body-wise, I'm getting slow down. So physical therapist, everybody is coming and they're taking care.
Okay.
Nice.
So Krishna's mercy.
Yeah. Take rest so that you'll heal quickly. Don't overexert. Rest well. See how Varshana Mataji is resting. See how Varshana Mataji is resting today. She's in a couch kind of a thing.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything. My daughter won't let me do anything.
Very good.
That is a blessing I have.
Good. It's always a blessing to have daughters.
Daughters are wonderful, I tell you.
Oh yeah, this is wonderful. But I made her work too much, stressed out too much, because of my unusual surgery.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. So she says nothing.
Good. We are
And her daughter's wedding is so close now, 12th September. And she is struggling for that. She is struggling for me. All those. My son is helping a little bit, but he is far away now. He's not. He can't leave his job and come. But for my surgery, he came and he was there. His son was there. That was good. They had. Now there's wedding is so close. Now September 12th is the wedding. That's what she's planning. She's doing everything. Because her husband, he has to take care of his mother, 95-year-old mother. Her mother-in-law is here, no? 95-year-old mother-in-law. So she has to take care of both the babies. That's why. Krishna will help her. That's all I can say.
Yes, on that hopeful note, let's get and talk about Krishna now here. And so I was, before you joined, Vindhyavali Mataji, you had not even joined. I had already put you right next to Sukomal Radhe Mataji.
Who is after Sukomal Mataji?
Yeah.
I can't see anything.
There. Try.
Vindhyavali Sukomala Varshana Sutapa. So Sukom. Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Sukomala
I can
Mataji.
start, Mataji.
Okay. Thank you, Vatsaj.
Go ahead, please.
The most confidential knowledge. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "My dear Arjuna, because you are never envious of me, I shall impart to you this most confidential knowledge and realization, knowing which you shall be relieved of the miseries of material existence. This knowledge is the king of education, the most secret of all secrets. It is the purest knowledge, and because it gives direct perception of the self by realization, it is the perfection of religion. It is everlasting and is joyfully performed."
Those who are not faithful in this devotional service cannot attain me, O conqueror of enemies. Therefore, they return to the path of birth and death in this material world. By me, in my unmanifested form, this entire universe is pervaded. All beings are in me, but I am not in them. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. And yet everything that is created does not rest in me. Behold my mystic opulence. Although I am the maintainer of all living entities, and although I am everywhere, I am not a part of this cosmic manifestation, for myself is the very source of creation. Text 6. Understand that as the mighty wind, blowing everywhere, rest always in the sky, all created beings rest in me. Hare Krishna. Text 7.
O son of Kunti, at the end of the millennium, all material manifestations enter into my nature, and at the beginning of another millennium, by my potency, I create them again. The whole cosmic order is under me. Under my will, it is automatically manifested again and again, and under my will, it is annihilated at the end.
Text 9. O Dhananjaya, all this work cannot bind me. I am ever detached from all these material activities, seated as though neutral. Text 10. This material nature, which is one of my energies, is working under my direction, O son of Kuntī, producing all moving and non-moving beings. Under its rule, this manifestation is created and annihilated again and again.
Fools deride me when I descend in the human form. They do not know my transcendental nature as the supreme Lord of all that be. Those who are thus bewildered are attracted by demonic and atheistic views. In that deluded condition, their hopes for liberation, their fruitive activities, and their culture of knowledge are all defeated. Vindhyavati Mati.
She is reading on mute.
O son of Prita, those who are not deluded, the great souls, are under the protection of the divine nature. They are fully engaged in devotional service because they know me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, original and inexhaustible. Number 14. Always chanting my glories, endeavoring with great determination, bowing down before me, these great souls perpetually worship me with devotion. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Text 15. Others who engage in sacrifice by the cultivation of knowledge worship the Supreme Lord as the one without a second, as diverse in many and in the universal form. Text 16. But it is I who am the ritual, I the sacrifice, the offering to the ancestors, the healing herb, the transcendental chant. I am the butter and the fire and the offering. Hare Krishna. Text 17.
I am the father of this universe, the mother, the support, and the grandsire. I am the object of knowledge, the purifier, and the syllable Om. I am also the Rig, the Shama, and Yajur Vedas. I am the goal, the sustainer, the master, the witness, the abode, the refuge, and the most dear friend. I am the creation and the annihilation, the basis of everything, the resting place, and the eternal seed.
Text 19. O Arjuna, I give heat and I withhold and send forth the rain. I am immortality and I am also death personified. Both spirit and matter are in me. Text 20. Those who study the Vedas and drink the Soma juice, seeking the heavenly planets, worship me indirectly. Purified of sinful reactions, they take birth on the pious heavenly planet of Indra, where they enjoy godly delights.
So I need to do a quick check here. Subodhini, can you read?
Yes, Mata, I'll be able to read. Hare Krishna,
Okay.
Dandavat
Let
Pranam.
me, Dandavat Pranam. Just hold on for a second, okay? Sonal, can you read?
Hare Krishna Mataji, I will be listening mode only.
Okay. And then who else joined after you? Aarti?
Mataji, I
read?
can read.
Okay, good. And Jyoti will read, right? Jyoti?
Right.
Okay, then go ahead, Subodhi Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Ma. Text 21. When they have thus enjoyed vast heavenly sense pleasure and the results of their pious activities are exhausted, they return to this mortal planet again. Thus, those who seek sense enjoyment by adhering to the principles of the three Vedas achieve only repeated birth and death. Text 22. But those who always worship me with exclusive devotion, meditating on my transcendental form, to them I carry what they lack and I preserve what they have.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. Text 23. Those who are devotee of other gods and worship them with the faith actually worship only me, O son of Kunti, but they do so in a wrong way. Text 24. I am the only enjoyer and master of all sacrifices. Therefore, those who do not recognize my true transcendental nature fall down.
Hare Krishna. Though, text 25, those who worship the demigods will take birth among the demigods. Those who worship the ancestors go to the ancestors. Those who worship ghosts and spirits will take birth among such beings. And those who worship me will live with me. If one offers me with love and devotion a leaf, a flower, a fruit, or water, I will accept it. Hare Krishna. Ji.
Whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer or give away, and whatever austerities you perform, do that, O son of Kunti, as an offering to me. In this way, you will be freed from bondage to work and its auspicious and inauspicious results. With your mind fixed on me in this principle of renunciation, you will be liberated and come to me. Vindhyavali ma'am.
Okay. I envy no one, nor am I partial to anyone. I am equal to all. But whoever renders service unto me in devotion is a friend, is in me, and I am also a friend to him. Everyone commits the most abominable action. If he is engaged in devotional service, he is to be considered saintly because he is properly situated in his determination. Hare Krishna.
He quickly becomes righteous and attains lasting peace. O son of Kunti, declare it boldly, and that my devotee never perishes. 1. O son of Pritha, those who take shelter in me, though they be of lower birth, women, Vaishyas, merchants, and Shudras, workers, can attain the supreme destination.
Text 33. How much more this is so of the righteous Brahmanas, the devotees, and the saintly kings. Therefore, having come to this temporary miserable world, engage in loving service unto me. Text 34. Engage your mind always in thinking of me, become my devotee, offer obeisances to me, and worship me. Being completely absorbed in me, surely you will come to me.
Text 34. Engage your mind always in thinking of me, become my devotee, offer obeisances to me, and worship me. Being completely absorbed in me, surely you will come to me.
Did we miss out Subodhi or she can't read?
Yes, Ma,
No.
I am there.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
my apologies. Sorry.
It's okay, Hare Krishna, Ma. It's okay.
All right. So what did you hear so far, Subodhi?
My devotee never perishes.
Nice. That's a good reassurance. So, what was the verse we did last time?
27.
27? Which one did we do?
This one, Mataji. Patram pushpam phalom
Is that 27?
26. Sorry, 26.
26. Okay.
And today is 27.
So if one offers me with love and devotion a leaf, a flower, a fruit, or water, I will accept it, right? And then, of course, we will accept only things that Krishna recommends that we offer him. So he does, as I mentioned last time, that he doesn't say that you can offer me meat, fish, eggs, right? Like that. So because he hasn't given us the command to offer him those things, we don't offer him. And because we always partake in only eating whatever has been offered to Krishna, so then we will also by default get leaf, flower, water, or fruit like that, right? That will be part of our diet majorly. And then sometimes people think that, oh, what's going to happen? You are not taking anything. What happens to your nutrition and all that kind of stuff, right? So we need to have a balanced approach to things, right? Have a balanced approach. No excess, not excess of this and not excess of that, right? Like that. And of course, lentils are also allowed. Dal, rice, grains are also allowed, right? It's not just you leave a flower, a fruit, or a water. That's not all, right? So you need those things as well, as long as they are food items in the mode of goodness. So that's all that you're going to eat. Okay, what else stuck your mind? Any other verse that stuck your mind from what we have been
Yeah,
reading?
27 also. Whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer or give away, and whatever austerities you perform, do that and as an offering to me. That's what he says. So whatever we are eating, first we offer to Krishna and then we just should take it. And whatever we are offer to give away something also, see Krishna-arpaṇam, we used to say. Whatever austerities we perform, do that. So everything is as an offering to him, Krishna. So that is like Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam. He wants, whatever you give, I will take it. But whatever we offer to anybody, anything, that everything we should say that this is I'm offering to Krishna. That's all.
Nice.
So that is 27.
Right. What else from the reading that we did? Any other thing stuck your mind? I'm scrolling through the verses. You can ask me to stop if you come across something that you had liked when you were reading it.
Always chanting. That's what he says.
Always chanting?
Yeah.
Tatatam kirtayantam.
It's, you need to go up, down. I don't know. Always chanting my glories, endeavoring with great determination, bowing down for me. These great souls perpetually worship me with devotion. See, this is what always we chant, but our mind will be somewhere else. So that is not correct chanting. We have to think of lotus feet or Krishna's lotus feet, or looking about his pastimes like that. And then if we chant, that makes worshipping with devotion. That's what I felt, because when I always chant, if my mind goes somewhere like a monkey, but still I'll bring it back to his lotus feet and its childhood things like that I feel. And with Radha Krishna like that, Then I bring back my mind to chanting again. That's how I do, Mataji.
Okay, very good. Anybody else needs to say something? You guys, it's a very silent team today. What's going
Yeah,
on?
Mataji, verse 18 is really like it gives us solace because he says he's the goal, the sustainer, witness, abode, and then he's our most dear friend. So even if we don't have anyone, we have him.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
He's our good friend.
Yeah.
And I also like the verse, Mataji. I don't remember which one was it, but it said it that the worship who does to, like, I think you explained in the one of the last class that if somebody worship the other demigod, they go to that one, but it is eventually going to the Krishna. So why don't we directly offer to Krishna?
Nice.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's true.
Yeah. I'll just pause here and talk a little bit more about what Sukomal Radhe Mataji had shared as her reflection. And what was she saying? That it was such a nice solace and a reassurance, right? That he's the friend, my most dear friend. I'm the goal, the sustainer, right? So I sustain everybody. I'm also the master. I'm the abode. I'm the refuge. That is where you take shelter. And I'm also the most dear friend. So there's a verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, second canto. So in the Bhagavatam, in the first canto, there is Suta Goswami speaks. All the time, entire first canto, it's only Suta Goswami speaking. Sukadeva Goswami, who was speaking to Parishit Maharaj, he starts to speak in second canto of, he starts to speak from second canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. And so this is the first chapter of this, right? So let's just read in Sanskrit, just a few verses. We'll go all the way up to 4, right? And so whose turn was it to read?
So Bodhini Mataji.
Okay, so Bodhini, why don't you give us the invocation and text one? And do we still have her?
Yes, Ma, I am here.
Okay. So we are reading invocation and text one. And can you read?
Okay, Ma. Realization, invocation. Oh my Lord, the all-pervading personality of Godhead, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Text 1. Sri Shukadeva Goswami said, My dear king, your question is glorious because it is very beneficial to all kinds of people. The answer to this question is the prime subject matter for hearing and it is approved by all transcendentalists. Text 2 also, Ma?
No, one. Invocation and one. Good. Okay, who's next? Aarti.
Sure, Mataji. Those persons who are materially engrossed, being blind to the knowledge of ultimate truth, have many subject matter for hearing in human society, O Emperor.
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 Okay.
Three.
Jyoti.
Hare Krishna ji. The lifetime of such an envious householder is passed at night, either in sleeping or in sex indulgence, and in daytime, either in making money or maintaining family members. Hare
Okay.
Krishna ji.
Who is after you?
Deepika.
Deepika Mataji, are you in a position to read?
Deepika, Drupal.
Yes, Mataji. Persons devoid of Atma Tattva do not inquire into the problems of life, being too attached to the fallible soldiers like the body, children, and wife. Although sufficiently experienced, they still do not see their inevitable destruction.
Okay, and who's after?
Text number 5. O descendant of King Bharata, one who desires to be free from all miseries must hear about glory and also remember the personality of Godhead, who is the super soul, the controller, and savior from all miseries.
Okay, so here, Sukadeva Goswami said, my dear king, your question is very glorious because it is very beneficial to all kinds of people. The answer to this question is the prime subject matter for hearing, and it is approved by all. transcendentalists. Right? So let's go back then and see what happened in chapter 1. What was that question that he asked there? So Canto 1. What was the question that he asked there that Sukadeva Goswami is so excited about that question, right? So questions by the sages. And we go here. So these are the sages of Naimisharanya, and they are asking him that when Sri Krishna, the absolute truth, master of all the mystic powers, departed for his own abode, please tell us to whom the religious principles have now gone for shelter. So these are some of the questions we ask. And in chapter 2, text number 1, then the whole divinity and divine services, etc., starts there. And let me go back again to Canto 1 creation. So we were in, now we go to Canto number 2, right? So Canto number 2, come on. Canto number 2, and we were in the first, right? So here, this is the first step in God realization. He's talking about not just realization, first step in God realization is what this chapter is talking about, right? So we need to connect this first chapter to the end of Canto number 1, right? So we'll go back to Canto 1 here and creation, and we'll go to the last chapter. There must be something there, right? The appearance of Sukadeva Goswami, right? So appearance, so till then it is Sukadeva Goswami who's speaking. Now Sukadeva Goswami appears in the arena where Maharaj Parikshit is sitting there, right? And then once he comes there, Maharaj Parikshit offers him a seat of respect, and then Maharaj Parikshit is going to ask him some questions on his side, right? So so here he's saying, please let me know what a man should hear, chant, remember, and worship, and also what he should not do. Please explain all this for me. Right? So that's the question that he had asked. And then when we go to the next chapter, and when now Sukadeva Goswami is going to start answering this, right? So Sukadeva Goswami is now saying that your question is glorious. He's saying it's very glorious. And what kind of a question is glorious? A question is glorious, but it's going to benefit a lot of people, right? The answer to that question. Right? And so then we also read over here that persons who are materially engrossed, being blind to the knowledge of absolute truth, have many subject matters for hearing in human society. Can you tell me what some examples of subject matters for hearing in human society? Rupal, do you know of any subject matters for hearing in human society which are material in nature?
Job problem, family problem.
What else? Other than problems?
Politics.
Politics. Okay.
Oh,
What
it's
else?
war going on.
War, okay. What about games?
Games,
right? Stock market.
Stock market.
Right?
Food, movie.
Food, movies, yeah, food, right? Music, theater. Like, so these people, so you're saying they have many, many subject matters, right?
Isn't that number 3 is telling all the things?
Yeah.
Lifetime of such an envious householder is passed at night, either in sleeping or in sex indulgence. And in the daytime, either in making money or maintaining family members.
Yeah. Right? So then, actually in Bhagavad-gita also, so here we are talking about many things in Bhagavad-gita that we have read earlier. In chapter 2, Bhagavad-gita 2.41, Vyavasatmika buddhi eke kurunandana, that verse, right?
Yeah.
So, Bahushaka hyanantascha buddhayo ava vyavasayinam. So what does it say here? Whose turn is it to read?
Mine.
Okay, go ahead. Give us a translation.
Those who are on this path are resolute in purpose, and their aim is one. O beloved child of the Kurus, the intelligence of those who are irresolute is many-branched.
Many-branched, right? And that's what we are reading here in the Bhagavatam also, that they are saying they have many subject matters for hearing. Okay? And also, if we read this one, there's the intelligence of those who are irresolute. Those who are on this path are resolute in purpose, right? Whatever purpose they have, whatever goal they are looking at, they're very resolute in that. And in chapter 9, one of you had talked about Satatam Kirtayanto Mam, right? Endeavoring with great determination. You see? They're determined, they're resolute. So everywhere these qualities of devotional service devotees are being brought out there, right? So going back to the Srimad Bhagavatam, I'm kind of jumping across verses and Shastras, but just wanted to make that connection there. So then we said they have many subject matters for hearing. And then as Vindavali Mataji pointed out, that how that time goes, like that, right? And then here they are saying persons devoid of Atma Tattva do not inquire into the problems of life, being too attached to fallible soldiers like body, children, and wife. Right? So this is such an interesting thing. He says, Deha Patra Kaladrishu, right? This is that verse. And here he's saying that fallible soldiers, although I might think that I've got so many things to support me, right? That will prevent me from falling down. For example, the body. So how do you think the body prevents you from falling down? What can you do so that you can utilize your body so that you don't fall down?
Like chanting.
Devotional service
Devotional
of the Lord.
service. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's how the devotees think, right? But here we're talking about persons devoid of Atma Tattva. So these are non-devotees, right? And so they do not inquire into the problems of life. And what are the problems of life?
Eating, mating, sleeping.
Is that a problem?
Birth, old age, disease, death.
Yeah, birth, old age, disease, and death, right? Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi. Those are the four things. These are the problems of life. And so what exactly is the definition of a problem? A problem is something that is applicable to everybody at every time and for which there is no material solution. That is the definition of a real problem. And that brings down and narrows down from all the hundreds and millions and billions of problems that people will cite, that narrows them down and then puts them into four: birth, death, old age, and disease. Okay? So fallible means that they will have death, right? So now he is saying that they are too attached to the body, like the body. So somebody might just say that, I go to the gym all the time. Right?
I should say I am not this body.
Right? So they are too much attached to Atma Tattva, are devoid of Atma Tattva. They will think that, okay, I have got such a wonderful, I'm a 6 feet tall, I'm a 300-pound person, I've got muscular, a body, and nothing can happen to me. Well, a truck can come and hit you and you can die. So your body is not going to come of any use there, right? So because there is death there. Children. So somebody might say that, oh, I have a big family, my children is here, 20 children, or not 20, I have 10 children, 8 children, 4 children, like that. So I have a big family to support me and my children are very well placed, right? So I'll be taken care of like that, but the children can also go away, right? And then the wife. Somebody might just think that, about the wife. So who was the wife who brought back her husband from death? There's a very famous story, right?
Karwa
Sati Savitri.
Sati Savitri, yes.
And what was the husband name?
Rohitashva.
Rohitashva was the son.
Harish.
No.
Anyway, you get the idea that, one might think that my wife will be able to support me, but that also doesn't happen, right? So persons devoid of Atma Tattva are there. And so this is the reason I brought this up was because of Sukumal Radhe Mataji.
Satyavan Mataji.
Satyavan, yeah. That's the name. So persons devoid of Atma Tattva do not inquire, and they think that these are the people. So if I'm surrounded by these, a good body, well-placed children, and a wonderful wife, right? So then I'm solid. I have got a very solid thing, but that doesn't happen. All of them can die, right? So and that is why in this verse she was pointing and she was saying that it is so nice to know that Krishna is your friend, right?
Yeah,
Both the sustainer, the master, the witness, the abode, the refuge, and the most dear friend.
Yes.
Right? Like that. Okay. Any other thoughts that come to your mind? Okay. If there are no thoughts, then
universe.
Say that again.
Krishna is the father of universe and he takes care of everyone.
Yeah. So that's also a nice thing to know. And it's a good, one is to know that philosophically, and the other thing is to have faith in that statement and live your life accordingly, like that. Okay. So let's go and look at prayers of Queen Kunti. What do you say? Should we?
Yes, ma. Okay.
Shall we go there? And what is the book where they are? Prayers of Queen Kunti. What is the book name?
Srimad Bhagavatam.
Okay. And what is the canto?
1.8.40.
40? Almost there.
40.
18.
18,
Okay.
sorry.
So we'll start with 18. And we will go to the prayers of Queen Kunti. We'll look at the verses. And who read last? Drupal read it, right? So we'll go back to Sukumal Radhe and we'll be doing 2 verses each again now here. Okay, starting with 18. And do we have Sukumal Radhe Mataji with us? Are you speaking on mute, Sukumal?
No, I already read. I said it's Vindhyavali Mataji's turn.
Okay, Vindhyavali Mataji. I didn't hear you say that. Maybe you texted. Okay.
Should I read it then?
I just
Oh,
muted.
yeah.
Number 18, Srimati Kunti said, O Krishna, I offer my obeisances unto you because you are the original personality and are unaffected by the qualities of the material world. You are existing both within and without everything, yet you are invisible to all. 19. Being beyond the range of limited sense perception, you are perception. You are the eternally irrepressible factor covered by the curtain of deluding energy. You are invisible to the foolish observer, exactly as an actor dressed as a player is not recognized. Hare Krishna.
You yourself descend to propagate the transcendental signs of devotional service unto the hearts of the advanced transcendentalists and mental speculators who are purified by being able to discriminate between matter and spirit. How then can we women know you perfectly? Let me therefore offer my respectful obeisances unto the Lord, who has become the son of Vasudeva, the pleasure of Devaki, the boy of Nanda, and the other cowherd men of Vrindavan, and the enlivener of the cows and the senses.
Text 22. My respectful obeisances are unto you, O Lord, whose abdomen is marked with a depression like a lotus flower, who are always decorated with garlands of lotus flowers, whose glance is as cool as the lotus, and whose feet are engraved with lotuses. Text 23. O Hrishikesha, master of the senses and lord of lords, you have released your mother Devaki, who was long imprisoned and distressed by the envious king Kamsa, and me and my children from a series of constant dangers.
Hare Krishna. My dear Krishna, your lordship has protected us from a poisoned cake, from a great fire, from cannibals, from the vicious assembly, from sufferings during our exile in the forest, and from the battle where great generals fought. And now you have saved us from the weapon of Ashwatthama. Text 25. I wish that all those calamities would happen again and again so that we could see you again and again. For seeing you means that we will no longer see repeated births and deaths. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, text 26. My Lord, your Lordship can easily be approached, but only by those who are materially exhausted. One who is on the path of material progress, trying to improve himself with the respectable parentage, great opulence, high education, and bodily beauty, cannot approach you with the sincere feeling. Text 27. My obeisances are unto you who are the property of the materially impoverished, You have nothing to do with the actions and reaction of the material mode of nature. You are self satisfied, and therefore you are the most gentle and are master of the monists.
Hare Krishna Ji. My Lord, I consider your Lordship to be eternal time, the supreme controller, without beginning and end, all pervasive one. In distributing your mercy, you are equal to everyone. The dissensions between living beings are due to social intercourse. Text 29. O Lord, no one can understand your transcendental pastimes, which appear to be human and so misleading. You have no specific object of favor, nor do you have any object of envy. People only imagine that you are partial. Hare Krishna Ji.
Who's next?
Deepika. Deepika Shah. Rupal.
Hare Krishna. Others say that since both Vasudev and Devaki prayed for you, you have taken your birth as their son. Undoubtedly, you are unborn, yet you take your birth for their welfare and to kill those who are envious of the demigods. Shall I do 34?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Others
I
say
think, we read two, right? How many did you read?
I just read one.
One? I don't know how we lost track of the number, but anyway.
Others say that the world, being overburdened like a boat at sea, is much aggrieved, and that Brahma, who is your son, prayed for you, and so you have appeared to diminish the trouble.
And yet others say that you appeared for the sake of rejuvenating the devotional service of hearing, remembering, worshipping,
I
and
think
so
one
on,
is missed.
in order that the conditioned souls suffering from material pangs might take advantage and gain liberation. O Krishna, those who continuously hear, chant, and repeat your transcendental activities, or take pleasure in others doing so, certainly see your lotus feet, which alone can stop the repetition of birth and death.
O my Lord, you have executed all duties yourself. You are leaving us today, though we are completely dependent on your mercy and have no one else to protect us. Now, when all kings are at enmity with us, as the name and fame of a particular body is finished with the disappearance of the living spirit. Similarly, if you do not look upon us, all our fame and activities, along with the Pandavas and Yadus, will end at once. Hare Krishna.
Who's turn?
Yes, Mataji.
Sutapa.
O Gadadhar Krishna, our kingdom is now being marked by the impressions of your feet, and therefore it appears beautiful. But when you leave, it will no longer be so. All these cities and villages are flourishing with all respects because the herbs and grains are in abundance. The trees are full of fruits, the rivers are flowing, the hills are full of minerals, and the oceans full of wealth. And this is all due to your glancing over them.
Text 41. O Lord of the universe, soul of the universe, O personality of the form of the universe, please therefore sever my tie of affection from my kinsmen, the Pandavas and the Vrishnis. Text 42. Or, O Lord of Madhu, as the Ganges forever flows to the sea without hindrance, let my attraction be constantly drawn unto you without being diverted to anyone else.
Hare Krishna, text 43. O Krishna, O friend of Arjuna, O chief amongst the descendants of Vishnu, you are the destroyer of those political parties which are disturbing elements on this earth. Your prowess never deteriorates. You are the proprietor of the transcendental abode, and you descend to relieve the distresses of the cows, the brahmanas, and the devotees. You possess all mystic powers, and you are the preceptor of the entire universe. You are the Almighty God, and I offer you my respectful obeisances. Text 44. Sutta Goswami said, the Lord, thus here in the prayers of Kuntī Devi, composed in choice words for his glorification, mildly smiled. That smile was an enchanting as his mystic power. Hare Krishna.
Okay, that brings me. Reflections? What did you read? What did you hear?
Reflection text 38. Wherever there is Krishna, there is all opulence and happiness.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's why she's worried that he's going to leave and go, right? He's leaving and going. That's when she starts doing the prayers. Okay. Let us now look at the verse for today, which was Bhagavad-gita. What was it? 9 dot?
27.
27. Correct. Okay. So let's continue to read. Yat karoṣi yat aśnāsi yat juhoṣi dadāsi yat tapasyasi kaunteya tat kuruṣva mad-arpaṇam. Yat, whatever, karoṣi, you do. Yat, whatever, aśnāsi, you eat. Yat, whatever, juhoṣi, you offer. Dasi, you give away. Yat, whatever, yat, whatever, tapasyasi, austerities you perform. Kaunteya, O son of Kuntī, tat, that, kuruṣva, do, mat, unto me, arpanam, as an offering. Translation: whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer or give away, whatever austerities you perform, do that, O son of Kuntī, as an offering to me. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thus, it is the duty of everyone. Please mute yourself. Purport: it is the duty of everyone to mold his life in such a way that he will not forget Krishna in any circumstance. How do you like this statement?
Very much.
Nice. Everyone has to work for maintenance of his body and soul together, and Krishna recommends herein that one should work for him. Everyone has to eat something to live, therefore she should accept the remnants of foodstuffs offered to Krishna. Any civilized man has to perform some religious ritualistic ceremonies, therefore Krishna recommends do it for me. And this is called Arjan. Everyone has a tendency to give something in charity, and Krishna says, give it to me. And this means that all surplus money accumulated should be utilized in furthering the Krishna consciousness movement. Nowadays, people are very much inclined to the meditational process, which is not practical in this age. But if someone practices meditating on Krishna 24 hours a day, by chanting the Hare Krishna mantra around his beads, he is surely the greatest meditator and the greatest yogi, as substantiated by the 6th chapter of Bhagavad-gita. Okay. Right. So this is today's verse. What did you hear?
Hare Krishna Mataji. I like the best part is that whatever you do, whatever you eat, you first offer it to me. And this has been told by Guru Maharaj Ji, all the Shiksha Gurus, all the Vaishnavas, we have learnt this. And Krishna himself is telling this. And do that, O son of Kuntī, as an offering to me. So if we offer, that will be sanctified and purified. And then, you see, if we have that and we apply that, even the teaching also in our life, then we will surely go back to Godhead.
Right. And then here it also says that everyone has to eat something to live, right? Here it was saying he should accept. So what was the Sanskrit for eat?
What, Mataji? What's the
Sanskrit
question?
word for eat. Sanskrit word for eat.
Oh, aśnāsi.
Aśnāsi, right? Now,
Aśnāsi.
right? So he's saying, he's talking about whatever you're doing, you do it as an offering to me. Now, if you look back at the verse that we did last week, right? Patram pushpam phalam tuyam. Is there some
Yeah.
aśnāsi here?
Sorry, Mataji, what was the question?
Is that word here also? In some way, shape, or form?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Where is it?
Accept.
Right. In which line is it?
Where? In which line? Oh, yeah, the last line.
Last line, right?
Aśnāmi.
Aśnāmi priyatātmana. So here Aśnāmi is accept it, right? So he's translating it, accepting it, not necessarily as eating it, right? So here
Yeah.
in Aśnāni, Prabhupada explained Aśnāni, that's the beauty of Prabhupada, and need to have a special master around you to tell you these things, right? So there Aśnāsi is mentioned as accept, and here Aśnāsi is mentioned as
You eat.
You eat, right? So now imagine if you offered food to Krishna and he ate it all. What will be left for you, right? So Krishna accepts whatever offering that you're giving. He accepts that offering from you, and what he really is looking for in that offering is your love and affection. He doesn't need any of these things, right? Everything comes out of Krishna, so why does he need it, right? So he's accepting. That's why the word aśnāsi in previous verses translated as accept. But here aśnāsi is that we are ourselves eating, right? And so he's saying that whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you do, you give away, whatever you tapasya you do it as a offering to me. Okay. So, and then Krishna also, Srila Prabhupada also explains over here that everyone has to eat something. He should eat the remnants of foodstuffs offered to Krishna, right? And if you don't eat remnants of, if you don't eat prasadam and you eat anything else, what happens?
Sin.
Sin, correct. For
Eat only sin.
Right. So in Bhagavad-gita 3.13 is the famous verse, right? And where he's saying, Yagya shishtashi nasanto muchyante sarvakil vishahe bhunjate tvagham papam ye pachanti atmakaranat. And the translation for that is, somebody can read it. Whose turn was it next?
The devotees of the Lord are released from all kinds of sins because they eat food which is offered first for sacrifice. Others who prepare food for personal sense enjoyment verily eat only sin.
Right. So how important it is for us to be offering our food to Krishna and then eat it, right? So also very interesting thing is the remnant.
Remnant, yeah.
Right. So what they are saying is that after you offer something to Krishna, you eat the remnants.
Yeah.
Right. But what we actually do in life, not necessarily this group, but majority of the people, what they do is they offer their remnants to Krishna. Think about this statement. They offer their remnants to Krishna.
No, I never heard of this, man.
I
So now
also
you're
never
hearing it,
heard.
right? And I want you to think about it.
It's
So
true.
when I say that people offer their remnants to Krishna, what exactly does it mean, right? What is the meaning of the word remnant?
Leftovers.
Something leftover, right? That remains. Okay. So now we do offer a remnant, leftovers to Krishna. For example, when a person comes and earns something, right? So first spend it on yourself, on your family, on your kids, on your grandkids, everything like that, right? And after that, something is left. You say, okay, now I will give this to Krishna. We do that all the time, right? Similarly, the most important example of remnant is that we give him our leftover time. Think about it, right? Leftover time is what you give to Krishna.
Yes,
After I do this, after I do that, after I do this, after I do that, right? So, so the interesting thing is that if you first put Krishna in the center and you dedicate your life, that's why they say that in the morning when you get up, first thing is you start doing your devotional service, because that brings your mind into and the vibration to a higher level, and then the rest of the day goes well. But if you don't put Krishna in the center and you do your own thing first, and then try to do Krishna, something or other will always happen. I have noticed that so many times that if I'm like, okay, because my office starts so early in the morning, and I'm like, okay, but I wanted to read the Bhagavad-gita. Okay, I'll read it. And then suddenly there's a ping on your computer. So somebody wants something at work. So you have to stop doing that and you go then. Every time that I've noticed that if I had prioritized work over my devotional practice, every time without fail, whatever I did in the material side of the world will go waste. You spend so much of time doing it, and then the next day, your customer will say, I don't want it, or your boss will say, I want this to be redone. Oh, the rules have changed. Oh, something has changed, like that. And all the efforts that you did go, always you'd start noticing that. So we should be in the habit of not giving our remnants to Krishna. It's very, very important thing to keep in our mind, right? And we do it. So although in the first time when I mentioned about the remnants, so Komal Radhimati was appalled. She said, "How come? How come?"
Yeah, I never heard of it, Mataji.
Yeah. So there are different aspects of offering remnants to Krishna, right? So yeah, don't give your remnants to Krishna. And when you start doing this thing that you start offering whatever you're doing, whatever you're eating, whatever you're doing, then you will slowly Krishna will start to come into your life. Slowly he will trickle into your life until he will completely have control. And so when a person reaches that level of devotional service, he is constantly always thinking about Krishna. There's that level where there's asakti and love for Krishna, that a person thinks of nobody else, right? Sadha Kirtana, he wants to just wants to talk about Krishna, doesn't want to talk about anything else. So that love for Krishna is awakening in that person there. And so we reach that particular stage where all that I do, anything and everything that I want to do, I just want to do it for Krishna. And so in the beginning, it is not necessarily for us. In the beginning, we want necessarily for Krishna, we want something for us. And because we want something for us, we are saying, okay, acha sa bhagwan ko, let me make some nice prasadam, or nice bhuka for Krishna. I'll offer it to him. He'll be happy. And he will give me X, Y, Z, right? So it's not that you're offering Krishna because of Krishna. But then as you grow in devotional service, your mood and your relationship with Krishna changes. I remember Raseshwari Mataji went to India. She was in Vrindavan. And at that time, there was that Babri Masjid was there and all that stuff, right? So which is also Krishna's birthplace. So he had gone there. And of course, there was a lot of security, police security was there. And so she had, so when you entered in that area, there was a security guard lady, obviously a Vrindavan Vasi. And so she was checking everybody's purses. So she asked her to open her purse as well. So Ishwari Mataji in her bag had put, she had a Ziploc bag, and inside the Ziploc bag, she had put a DT of Krishna. I think she had purchased it from out somewhere, and it was in that nice bag. It was nicely sealed and all that. And so this security guard looks at it, opens the purse, looks at it, and then she opens the Ziploc bag and she says, he must be suffocating inside. So that is the mood. That is the mood of a devotee. See,
that was really something.
We think something very, very different, right? We think about let it not get dirty, let it not get scratched, so on and so forth. But now the other person is saying Krishna is suffocating. So that's the mood of the devotee, right? So much so that, he just wants to do what Krishna wants him to do. So Krishna is saying, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam, I'm going to go only Pushpam Patram Phalam Toyam, and I'm going to have only Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam, like that, I'm only going to make things what Krishna likes, right? And so that is also a very important aspect in our mind to think about. And the culmination of that is how Arjuna in the 18th chapter, he says, Karishyami tava vachastav tava. I will do whatever you want me to do. That is the highest, the culmination, complete surrender, completely, connected with Krishna there. So I'll stop here. We are beyond 7 o'clock. My time, 10 o'clock is post time. But happy to take some reflections or questions you may have.
That is a very good thing, Mataji. He suffocated in the Ziploc bag. That makes me think. I have Jagannath picture in my purse, the small purse. I think I have to take him out. I do have one Jagannath in my here in the shelf. Whole night I will see, but still I felt that the Jagannath in my purse might be suffocating. I had to take him out.
Nice.
That's a very good thing she said.
Anything else?
But Mataji, isn't a good idea to carry, like Bindavali Mataji is telling that Jagannath Dev in her purse, but it's a good idea to carry Jagannath Dev everywhere.
Yes, it's a good idea to carry Jagannath everywhere because it will save you.
Yes.
Right? So where is the center? You. Whereas, you see, it's an impossible thing to think. Yeah, that person is thinking about Krishna. Yat karoṣi, yat aśnāsi. So whatever karoṣi, whatever you're doing it, do it for Krishna. So if you were putting the Krishna in the bag, why were you doing it for Krishna? Krishna never told you to put him there, right? Wherever I go, yato yami tato narsingha. Wherever I am, let me have Narsingha around me because he will
protect me.
So you see how subtly we think that we are doing things for Krishna, but we are not doing it for Krishna. And that's the beauty of this philosophy as it evolves you into a
That's
higher
true,
level of
Mataji.
devotee. Your mood and the way you're looking at things completely changes. And the way you do things, that completely changes. Yeah. I was reading Srila Prabhupada's Leelamrita, and I was talking about remnants here, right? I was reading Srila Prabhupada's Leelamrita when he was, at the time when he came into New York, and he was just establishing and facing a lot of difficulties and all. And he had two devotees, local devotees from America here, and they worked and they would give all their salary to Srila Prabhupada, all of it, no remnants. All of it. Right? Just look at the mood. I was just looking at that and I was just marveling that, yeah. I mean, on the practical side of it, so they were staying in the same place. They had a place to live, not very best, but they had a place to live, food and all this to take where Srila Prabhupada was, right? That establishment. They would take all those other things were taken care of. So in our practical life, we have to think of those as well. And there are guidance there, like 25% you keep for you, 25% you keep for family, 50% you keep for Krishna. So acharyas will tell you these kind of figures also. So you have to be practical also in that respect, but we should always be trying to do everything for Krishna. And when you are serving Krishna and when you're taking care of Krishna, then avashya rakshibe Krishna is one who has surrendered to Krishna, has got this strong understanding that Krishna will protect me. Krishna will protect me. So why do I have to think of this and that, right? Krishna is there, I will just serve Krishna. It's a very high level of devotional service, which the Gopas of Vrindavan had, right? When the Aghasura comes, then they say it's a snake, they're wondering whether it's a snake or not, but still they decide to go inside, saying, okay, if even it's a snake, Krishna will take care. And Krishna did take care, right? Because of this level of faith. Sometimes we also try to make statements like that, but inside the faith is not that much. And when it doesn't get done, but Krishna doesn't apparently seem to be taking care of us. Yeah, it doesn't. And in that light, there's a very interesting story which I would like to read a little bit, or have one of you read it.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. One question comes to the mind, Mataji. Like you say, in between, some service came and I had to get up and go. So that means I'm giving the remnant time, and the actual time which was for devotional service, I used it for some other service. So will this be considered in that manner?
When you say when you say you went to do other service, we have to look deeper into what was that service.
Yeah.
Right? What was the service? Somebody asked you to make garlands in the temple, then that's still service to Krishna. So it doesn't matter.
No, this is for the home only. Means
For the home
I'm
only. Yeah,
serving
yeah.
my husband. So
Right. I got it. Yeah. So I think you had left the room at that time, and I was saying that it is one thing to dedicate everything to Krishna, right? But then you also have to be practical about it. So even like I gave the example of how much Lakshmi you give to Krishna, and then our acharyas, they talk about, like when we hear the story of Sanatan Goswami and Rupa Goswami, right? They were given billion gold coins worth billions of dollars, and so they spent some on the family. They kept it for the family because the family expects something, and then they kept something for emergencies, and then rest of it they gave away for charity. So similarly, when you are living in a grahastha ashram and there are other families around you, then when it comes to your time, the time also you'll have to ration, right? And the wisdom of that is, to be wise, is that if you know that a family comes and takes away our time, so start doing your devotional service at a time when your family cannot take it away from you. Like get up at 3 o'clock, get up at 4 o'clock. Rest of the family is sleeping, you finish your devotional service like that, right? But there's always like how Krishna also talks about balance in life, yukta hara viharasya, right? So you have to do a balanced approach for everything.
thank you.
So I was going to bring up a story. And then this was something that Aristotle actually was just looking at here and there. And I really liked it. And it said, it is during our darkest moments that we must focus to see the light. It's in the darkest moments that we must focus on seeing the light. So what more can be dark for us in our life than the fact that we are here in this material world, right? And we should be focusing on the light. So what does light actually mean? Light is a metaphor for Krishna. Okay. So I am going to bring this up here. It's a story, apparently, of a man who threw his 5-year-old daughter into the ocean. Okay. So how do we
Mataji, I need to leave.
Yeah, I know. This is bedtime story. I'm just kidding.
Hare Krishna Sudapa.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna, thank you for just
Thank
being
you,
Hare Krishna,
Mataji. Thank you,
Sudapa.
Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, this is displaying it in a in some manner not very good. But anyway, we'll just read it, right? Why does it show like that? Not good. Not good. Anyway, I'll just narrate the story myself. So you see, this is a ship, okay? And in the ship, what happens is that the lower berth of the ship, this part of the ship, you see, this is the upper berth and this is the lower berth. This lower berth is kind of like the third class, like how you have first class, second class, third class. So this is the third class cabins are over here. And so this ship was about to sink. And so if the ship is going to sink, then as you can see that in this lower berth, in the third class compartments, they won't be able to get out. They will die inside because it's all completely locked up like that, right? People on the top will be able to jump to the sea, but they can't. So this man, what he did was, he had his daughter 5 years old, and he had lost his wife during childbirth. And so when he sees this is going to happen, so he takes the daughter and throws. But he sees that, when the ship was about to sink, the ship had given out signals and all that. So there were rescue team, they were coming. It was dark in the night. And so they were all with their flashlights and all that. So he pushes his daughter here. And then he says that, look for the light, right? And swim for the light, swim for the light. So, and the child falls into the water, completely bewildered. Why father threw her into the water? And then she starts swimming for the light. And of course, she does reach there, the rescue party, and she has got hypothermia because this is Atlantic Ocean, completely cold. And so, but then they cover her in blankets and then they take care of her, and then she lives. And then she doesn't find her father. Father was gone because the ship had sunk. Father had died. Father's name was Russo. And then wherever she was in a new country, alien country, completely no mother, no father. And she has this resentment in her heart that her father threw her. And she thinks that the father threw her into the ocean to save her life. And then she goes on and she gets married. She has got, I think, 10 children, maybe or 8 children, 10 grandchildren, great grandchildren. She lives to be, dies at age of 92. And all along in her life, she has this resentment that my father dropped. But then, as it happens that whenever disasters like these happen, um, the research into the circumstances in which the ship sank, right, is still done for many, many decades. Like people are still talking about the Titanic, right? So, so they were still doing that, and then some research came, and as part of the research, she came to know that the father had died in the ship wreck, right? So that's when she realizes that the father had actually saved her, and by throwing her into the water like that, right? And then her whole attitude kind of changes. So I was just thinking that sometimes when we get thrown into water like that by our father, and who's our father?
Krishna.
Krishna.
Krishna, right? So it's such a nice connection. I found that I thought that I'll just share this with you, that go look for the light everywhere.
Very nice,
follow
Mataji,
the
story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That
that's what
make
it
me
is.
think of my granddaughter Mataji,
There you
the
go.
one in LA. What
There
she's
you go.
going through, she's doing her medicine, and then now she came to 1.5 years close to do the residency. But what I'm saying is that when that happened, even till today, I just cannot take it, because such a nice girl, and she was going, studying good, very thing. After graduation, it happened to her. But Krishna has some reason for her. And she is so strong willpower girl. And she says, Grandma, I want to serve my kind of people. That's why I am doing this medicine. The other day she said the word to me. That took me so far away. Why am I thinking that why it happened?
Correct.
But this girl came to, she wants to serve the people who are just like her.
Yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
she's doing medicine.
Right. And
So,
actually, there's a saying that says that the strength, right?
yeah,
The strength does not come from what you can do.
yeah, that's
Strength
true.
actually comes from overcoming the things that you thought you could not do.
Yeah.
Like, how can I study medicine when my body is not supporting? I can't study medicine when my body is not supporting me. So to overcome that challenge and to be
Yeah,
able to do that is real strength.
that is the thing, willpower, Mataji.
Yeah.
She, even today, she says that, no, I'm not feeling anything, Grandma. I just want to serve that my kind of people.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's my aim. And
Yeah.
she's doing very good in college.
So
That
you see how
God
the
has,
mind,
Krishna has given her strength.
yeah. So
So
how the
that's
mind
all.
can take us from, either here or there. Yeah.
And from wheelchair, and how she got something, how to stand up and do the surgeries. Can I imagine that? Standing in class in the college, she learned how to do the surgeries. In that wheelchair, she stands up, and with some that help, and then she does that. She has to finish the classes, no? So she's doing that. That's really, really. Whenever I feel, oh, God has given her some type of
Super energy. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So then on that happy note of your daughter, her name is
Thank
Tehra,
you
right?
very
Tehra
much,
Ventura.
Mataji.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Take care,
Do we have to
everybody.
go? Okay.
Yeah.
Which I
Okay
used to ask
then.
Sukamna Mataji,
What?
which I used to ask that question. Remember?
Mataji, I really liked in your the talk about the tea bag, Mataji. I was just thinking,
You're still drinking the tea?
yeah. I was just thinking that women are like that, Mataji. They really give their color to the whole world and give peace to everyone, soothe everyone. They try their level best. May not be all, but most of them.
Yeah. Yeah. My father used to tell a story of a woman. He was from the hilly areas of India. And so in those areas and in those times, right, there were a lot of forests, etc. there. And so there would be, and people used to keep cows and all. So they would go to the jungles to cut grass and bring, or to cut wood and bring. And they would carry their child also with them. Like small child is there who take care at home. There's no daycare center. So you take the child, and then And so one day she was there, and then she saw a lion coming to attack the child. And so it was about to jump on the child, and she comes in between and holds the lion with the hands like this. And right, so the lion is now standing on two legs because the other two legs he is holding. And the lion, which is such a strong animal, could not do anything. And then I think, I'm forgetting the story because it's like decades old, but I think he was telling that in the context of a famous lion, an Englishman who used to hunt the lion. So he saw that and he shoots the lion. So that is the power of women. And that's how much more can you be thrown in the hot water when you see a lion is going to attack your child.
Yeah.
But she brings about, that kind of a strength is there. So yes, they are strong. Yeah. Nice.
Very nice, Mataji.
So let's have some strong
Mataji, is the
sadhana now.
recording available? I saw it. I heard it once only. I want to hear that again.
Where did you see that, Mataji?
I saw live. Once I saw in the YouTube, it was there, but then later on I tried, I couldn't find it.
No. You when you see something on YouTube, it stays on YouTube. It doesn't go away.
But
right? Yeah.
Your light talk was very nice, Mataji.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
Really enjoyed it.
That's why after Sukamala Mataji, after you said I'll take leave, but Sukamala Mataji said do you have to leave? So we already spent 10 minutes more.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
It's okay, Mataji. Now we can let you go.
Now you will let you go. We have the story for the day.
Namo Namo
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you.